Please subscribe and don't forget to press the bell icon to get notified whenever we upload a new video.
Good evening and welcome to Political Exchange with me, Parikshit Luthra. The recent no-confidence motion in Parliament has definitely thrown up some surprises. The BJP was always going to sail through. However, the Lok Sabha exercise did highlight the changing allegiances in the NDA. On one hand, the Shiv Sena abstained from voting and thus pretty much announced its almost over relationship with the BJP. On the other, the NDA's eventual tally in trust vote was a whopping 335. Enter AIADMK and the TRS. Before the voting, both were expected to stay away and thus indirectly help the government. But instead, both the parties did one better. They voted with the BJP and against the motion. Joining us to discuss this paradigm shift in the Indian political scenario and the changing equations within the NDA, we're now joined by Bharat Kumar Raut. He's a former Shiv Sena MP and senior journalist. We're also joined by Shaina NC of the BJP. We'll also be joined by C. Rajshekharan in just a bit. He's a supporter of the AIADMK and a political analyst as well. But Shaina, my first question to you. It seems that Amit Shah is extremely angry with the Shiv Sena. Amit Shah had personally called up Uddhav Thackeray before the trust vote seeking his support. And first, there was support, a whip was issued to Shiv Sena MPs. And then at the last moment, they didn't turn up at Parliament.
Well, firstly, let me please say that this no confidence motion was an absolute joke. When do you oppose the government of the day? You oppose the government when there is some kind of opposition to core gross corruption that is happening or policies which are not being implemented, etc. So for most political parties who were trying to make this just into their political one-upmanship to be noticed or trying to ensure that this is their way of showing that they are relevant, I feel sorry for them. Now, coming to the Shiv Sena, you're right. I mean, you have a confusing signal sent out where you have their own leader of the house, Mr. Chandrakant Khaire, who's almost summoned and short of being expelled, shouted at, and then you have this confusion of whether they are supporting us or not. Let me please say on record that the Bharatiya Janata Party had the numbers even if we were on our own. We are overwhelmed to know that there were certain thinking parties that were supporting on the premise that this is a government that has
Shaina, I'm going to get specific with this.
Where people have
look at what's happening.
Lives,
look at what's happening.
Good infrastructure,
has Amit Shah told party workers to be ready to fight the Lok Sabha elections alone, the assembly election alone? Is Amit Shah and the BJP absolutely miffed and ready to break this alliance with the Shiv Sena? And look at what Shiv Sena has said. They have praised Rahul Gandhi in their party mouthpiece. They've gone on to say that, bravo, you've really done wonders, brother. This is what the Shiv Sena mouthpiece had to say about Rahul Gandhi. And then Uddhav Thackeray has also said, I'm fighting for the common man. I'm not fighting for Prime Minister Modi's dream. And he also disagrees with the BJP's idea of Hindutva.
Firstly, let me please say, whether the BJP and the Shiv Sena fight together or not is for our leadership to take a call on. As a party worker, we must understand that Bharatiya Janata Party is a disciplined cadre. We have always abided by decisions taken at the national level, which is in the interest of the cadre too. But having said that, if Mr. Uddhav Thackeray feels that he is in a position to fight this election on his own, let him please recall what happened in 2014. Most of his members of parliament got the vote only because they were in alliance with BJP and because the popularity of Prime Minister Modi was something that one had seen, and that translated into a vote for them too. So rather than being overconfident like this, read the writing on the wall. We are a party that has 11 crore cadre. We have reached out to every polling booth in Maharashtra where we were not even present earlier. We have a chief minister who's incredible honesty and character has been
after Shiv Sena is there,
so
after Uddhav Thackeray said that I'm not a friend of the Prime Minister, I'm a friend of the people, you have Shaina NC saying good luck to the Shiv Sena. Do you think Shiv Sena is ready to fight alone, or this is just political posturing? Mr. Bharat Roth, can you hear us?
No, I couldn't hear you, so I cannot answer even
All right,
what
Mr. Bharat Roth, I'm going to repeat
China
that
was
question.
saying. That also I could hardly speak. My voice is cracking. Repeat the question.
Okay. Yeah, my first question. Yeah, my first question to you. We've been discussing the outcome of the trust vote. The Shiv Sena did not support the BJP. You've got China NC saying that yes, the BJP is upset, but a call on the alliance will be taken by the leadership. You have Uddhav Thackeray saying that I'm not a friend of the Prime Minister, I'm a friend of the people. We don't agree with the BJP's idea of Hindutva. You cannot have women unsafe in the country and people and leaders only talking about cows. So what does this all mean? Is Shiv Sena going to break away from the BJP? Can it afford to break away from the BJP?
Yeah, the crux of the question is whether Shiv Sena and BJP going to contest the next election, that is Lok Sabha election and followed by assembly elections together or not. That is the moot question. Here, as the situation stands today, I have been always saying that it's a broken marriage. The divorce is not yet been declared. However, they are no more partners. They emotionally. This is because both have now following different path. Here, at the confidence vote, no confidence vote time, Shiv Sena could easily supported BJP, because even if they had opposed or abstained, which they did, the result was evident. So there was no question. However, Shiv Sena chose to show the world that they are not towing BJP's line. It means the message is very clear. Shiv Sena does not want to go with BJP, at least in the first election. Yeah. At least in the first election, that would be,
okay, so you're saying,
as per the schedule, it should be Lok Sabha election. But let me complete. But
okay, so you're saying that you don't need to.
Lok Sabha and assembly
the next question that I want to ask you,
together.
You're saying that we will not go with the BJP in the Lok Sabha election. Then will you ally with the Congress? Will you ally with Congress, NCP to fight the election? Will you be ready to do that? Compromise on your ideology? Mr. Bharat Roth, can you hear us? All right, I think he's having some problem out there.
Now
I wonder if Sanjay Jha of the Congress is with us. All right, Sanjay Jha will be joining us in just a bit. But Bharat Roth, the question that I'm asking you, if you're saying that you'll fight the Lok Sabha poll alone, then will you be ready for an alliance with the Congress party and the NCP? Shaina, I'm just coming to you.
Listen, I am not speaking for Shiv Sena. I am not a Shiv Sena spokesman, but as a political observer and one who has seen Shiv Sena from very close quarters, I can tell you that Shiv Sena has decided to go on its own. When we say we go on its own, means Shiv Sena will be contesting most of the Lok Sabha elections, constituencies, and will check its strength. If
okay, hold on, Bharat, because you've got Shaina NC wanting to respond to you.
Let me complete.
Shaina, come in on that, Shaina, because you've got Bharat Roth saying that they will fight the election alone. He's not talking about alliances.
Well, let me just please say that, every political party is entitled to having aspiration to grow, aspiration for their own cadre and based on merit. So if you look at the kind of seat sharing, if you see last time's election too, BJP was given much fewer seats in the alliance and still we almost made it at par. So why shouldn't it be an alliance where every party is allowed to give its cadre an opportunity to fight? And especially when we have such a Prime Minister who is so popular, when policies have impacted lives, where BJP has won in 21 odd states, nobody is for 1 minute suggesting that we want an upper hand. But if you're going to try and bully us through mouthpieces or through articles which are written in a daily which you propagate is your viewpoint and your voice. I would like to ask, so many times they have threatened to walk out and they have chosen not to. So I don't want to be sitting here on hypothetical commentary or suppositions, but I can only speak for BJP that we are a party that believes nation first, party next and individual last. And
we
as
won't
a
accept
disciplined cadre,
bullying. That's what the
decision
BJP and
our
Shana
high
is saying.
takes is something that we will
Let's get in
adhere
Sanjay
to.
Jha.
And we have reached out
Sanjay,
to every
yesterday was the
polling
Congress
booth, so I
Working
don't
Committee
see why we
meeting
should be
which
insecure
authorized
of
Rahul
victory on our
Gandhi
own.
to take a call on future alliances, strategic alliances. Is there going to be an alliance with the Shiv Sena? Is the Congress seriously considering that possibility? Are talks on? Would you accept that? Because there's a huge difference in ideology.
No, can I answer your question here? First and foremost, you're witnessing that in the Congress Working Committee, Mr. Gandhi has publicly announced, as has the Congress Party, that we are going to work with several regional parties and make sure there is a very strong alliance that is able to, return the favor of all the money, muscle, communal powers that the BJP unleashes during the elections, because we need to nullify that, because that's how the BJP wins. The second point is you have recently a no-confidence motion moved by a former ally who actually was the first to endorse Narendra Modi as Prime Minister in the TDP. And today, if Mr. Uddhav Thackeray, we are opponents of the Shiv Sena in Maharashtra, but if Mr. Uddhav Thackeray says that this government of Mr. Modi, under his government, the cow is safer than the women, children, and the human beings in India, is he wrong? He's not wrong. He's correct. I mean, look at the Alwar incident. Look at what happened to Swami Agrivesh.
So,
look at Jayant Sena garlanding convicted killers. I mean,
so
India is witnessing the most dirty religious polarization
if Shiv
ever
Sena,
in its
Uddhav
history.
Thackeray are opposing Narendra Modi, you would be ready for an alliance?
All I'm going to tell you here with full responsibility is that this is the Shiv Sena's problem. If the Shiv Sena actually breaks up from the BJP, and this is my personal view, I think the BJP will be wiped out from Maharashtra. Because the BJP's history is it has grown on the backbone of its allies. It grew from nowhere to formidable with JDU in Bihar. Look what it did to Jammu and Kashmir, what is done to PDP. It broke an alliance in a sensitive state of Jammu and Kashmir without even telling the PDP in a press conference.
That you have been
and I'm
wiped out is
convinced
known
today
to
that
one
if
and
the
all.
Shiv Sena breaks away, the BJP will collapse. But that is Mr. Thackeray's problem. He has to take the call.
Okay. So clearly there is some amount of discomfort. We asked Bharat Raut of the Shiv Sena whether the Shiv Sena can ally with the Congress. We put that same question to Sanjay Jha. There was no clarity. I'm going to get in one quick comment from C. Rajshekharan, who has been standing by Shaina, and I'll come to you. C. Rajshekharan, all right, we've lost that connection with C. Rajshekharan. We'll get him back on the phone line in just a bit. But Shaina, coming to you, no clear answers from Sanjay Jha on whether there can be an alliance with the Shiv Sena in the future, but they're saying it's going to be a major loss for the BJP.
Look, we're not an opportunistic party. We're a party that believes in an ideology which is justice to all and appeasement to none. There are certain political parties that have only played appeasement politics and looted the state of Maharashtra, a concrete example being the 70,000 crore irrigation scam during the Congress NCP rule. I don't think the people of Maharashtra will ever trust the Congress NCP again. As has been evidenced in the local council elections, the Nagarpalikas, we have really shown that we are a party to reckon with at every polling booth. And I think that if we fight alone, not only will our cadre be given an opportunity polling booth, and I think that if we fight alone, not only will our cadre be given an opportunity to be a part of the election process, but also victory is imminent. So I don't know where this logic is coming from. We have an honest chief minister whose image is intact, where there is no case of scam or loot.
We're running out of time.
And we have a prime minister who has impacted the lives of crores of Indians through policies.
A supporter of the AIDMK. The AIDMK voted in support of the government on the floor of the House on Friday, on the day of the no confidence motion. Is this tie-up going to be for 2019 as well? Are we going to see an alliance between the AIDMK and the BJP?
See, Parikshit, I am not the official spokesperson of the AIDMK, though I am an observer of the party, and I also a great admirer of late Jayalalitha. See, there is no party is untouchable in politics, and there is no permanent enemy and permanent friend in politics. So anything can happen. I don't want to speculate on something which is not going to happen or which is going to happen. So it depends. But voting in the interest of the country, and the Chief Minister had already said that when the Kaveri issue was raised in the Parliament, the Telugu Desam Party, Mr. Chandrababu Naidu did not voice or support the Tamil Nadu government. So he didn't want to support the motion moved by TDP. That was the answer given by the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. So going by that merit, I am not saying it is a crime or a wrong to support this government and vote against the no confidence motion, because end of the day the government is comfortable, as you are aware of it, that the no confidence motion, if the ADMK didn't vote also, they would have crossed, they could have survived. So it is only a positive move.
All right,
by the ADMK government. That's what
we're
I
running out of
understand.
time.
Can I make a point, please?
We leave it there for the moment, but I'd like to thank Bharat Roth for joining us. I would request Shaina NC and Sanjay Jha to continue being with us, because when we return after this break, we're going to discuss the big issue. Today, the Congress party has threatened to move a privilege motion against the Defence Minister, Nirmala Sitharaman, for lying on the Rafale deal in Parliament. We're going to come to that in just a bit. There's a major fight that's broken out between the BJP and Congress.